Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We all know YouTube be acting up, the internet be acting up. So I ain't blaming on y'all. The bigger message is what we had left off from when they hadn't cut the shit, and I noticed it right off bat was like, as much as we go back and forth between whether her character really gone or it was a whole movie that they showed y'all, how upset are you about people making a mockery of shit? You know, you laughing at shit that ain't even funny versus the shit that they show y'all, like the news, the higher ups, or what they would call it, the Illuminati, the people's know. Shit, us versus them. If you ain't dumb, you, and they, and you don't know they, and they don't know you, they don't give a fuck about it at this fucking point. So now let's go into the energy of how dare them not the biggest thing, and that's not even the point, but at this period. Bitch, why we couldn't get her walking in the freezer? That's what she ended up at. I know you got footage of that. That's mockery at its finest. Turbulence. The mind is murky in waters. Like, you would, I know, but this is the storyline. How the fuck could you accept? They expect us to accept the footage of everything else. Everything with it not shown. Like, that's all the footage, no. And then, like, why that type of footage? Then I feel like y'all made up footage to show us. Just show us the fuck. Yeah, okay. Chance. They want to give a chance to show. This is what I was saying. It's a couple things with Chance. This first thing coming up, like, for them to record the shit. Well, the bigger recording is on the cameras of the hotel, but now people having our phones recording it. They showed you, the hotel showed you by the pool, but the phone cameras, like the people's recordings, only showed you in the room. And then some of them had recordings that was over the recordings, like it looked like it's in the kitchen, but it's supposed to be at the elevator. Like, so y'all had y'all phones out at certain places in the hotel, but then some of the footage is not out to show. But then all y'all talking about is y'all left her outside of the hotel room. That ain't what everything went on there. Like, why we don't have the hotel, ain't no hotel cameras in the hallway. That's the footage. And then wasn't nobody having it. They probably was filming, but we don't have that footage of her laying out in the middle of the hallway. They had to get her from there first. And then, like, ain't nobody camera all in her face because she laid out. I did tell y'all they have the girl is, I don't know if that's her name or not, but one girl peeked over there while she on the bed. That's the most camera footage. Notice that one, right? And then what else could they had the camera all up in her face at, but don't want y'all to see by that fucking pool. Y'all don't even know nothing about the pool. There's a lot of people that say it wasn't even a fucking pool. How you going? That's where they fucked up at. How you gonna say it's not a pool? It's a pool at every fucking hotel. No, it ain't. Bitch, at that one it is. 5 fucking feet pool. 5 pools. They got more than one pool. It's definitely a fucking pool. But ain't nothing happen at the pool. I told y'all what happened at the pool. They say ain't shit happen at the pool because ain't no pool. That's how you know something happened at the pool. That's crazy. Is that supposed to be Jedi mind trick or manipulation? Like, everything go down at the pool and then we're going to tell them it's not a pool. It's like, she ended up in the freezer, but it's no camera footage of that. Everything else, though, well, not everything. They got a lot of footage. They got a lot of footage that you don't even see. The shit you see think it's a lie. You think that's a lot of footage. They ain't even showing you no fucking footage. Flow. Let your worries drift away. That's why, like, it's nothing to worry about. What is you worried about? Trying to get justice for KENNEKA and her mama? I mean, if anything, the flow of shit, you might well make sure your people ain't out there. Now you trying to fight for justice and you want shit to change by chance. Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. So it's like you see this example, you hear about KENNEKA Jenkins, the little girl that's found in the freezer, and you over here like protection and trying to keep your children from being found in the freezer, even your ass at this point. You never know what the tide may bring in. So it's like, why is we hearing about KENNEKA Jenkins, a little girl found in the freezer? Like she was found in the freezer. That I don't even think that was the title. You know, it was she walked in the freezer. Would y'all rather her be found in the freezer? Like how the fuck they found her there? How she got in there? They won't even tell you. They shouldn't even tell y'all she walked. It would have been more of an inclination to that they put her in there versus being found in there. So now you being found in the freezer, you trying to feel like, did she go in there? How she got led in the freezer? Did she get led in the freezer? Did she end up trying to hide and go in the freezer? Or did somebody put her in the freezer? And that would be a good one. Like she was trying to hide from somebody, like they was attacking her and they ain't gonna find me in the freezer. That would be a good one. But for them to care less about the situation, they see her footage of walking in the fucking freezer. If we would have left it basic, optimistic, a little open, trying to figure out how she got in the freezer in so many different ways. I know this would be going back to trying to make a mockery of the shit. But in actuality, the bigger mockery is that y'all said she walked. I would rather assume that she was in the, she ran in the, to hide from y'all ass. Nah. How she get in y'all freezer? What she know about the freezer and the kitchen and the freezer? Why do she came to the hotel room party, not a freezer room party? So. But now she ain't here to tell us the story, and the story that y'all tell us is the walking in the freezer one. This is interesting to see if it's really the walking one. Like, what does the headline say? She was found in the freezer. Did she walk in it? Well, then the bigger picture would be like, now we trying to figure out what happened. Then they told y'all that she walked in there. That would be the big picture because it's supposed to be footage that she walked in the kitchen through towards the freezer, but we can't see her actually walking through there. So when she stopped, and then somebody dragged her in that bitch. That's how her clothes always almost come down. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to really be in that mindset, like that murky mindset. This would be the epitome of it. In the beginning, I had that thought that, okay, it's a girl found in the freezer. Well, how she got in there? And then they say they led her in there like, we gonna play a game and meet in the freezer. And then she like, okay, I'll come in. I'm finna cover. What y'all looking at? Okay, fuck the game. It's other people in the freezer. They tricked her to come to the fucking freezer. That's how y'all see that she walked over there. But then once again, bingo, B-I-N-G-O. I need the O in this motherfucker. Why y'all ain't show us that shit? But okay, let's get back to the story. So the murky waters would be like, how the fuck did she get to the freezer? Before they told us that she walked in there. That's what my murky waters was. And that's what made it even worse. Oh, now y'all telling us she walked in this by herself? Man, it's getting crazier. So murky, very murky, like, okay, they was all there with her and they was, how we gonna get her to come over here to the freezer? Because why would you be going towards the freezer at this point and walking towards it? Like, what's in the freezer? Why is you walking in the kitchen? On the camera, it appeared by yourself, but that's the portrayal. And then, but that ain't what I see. That's what they showed us. I don't see that. I see more of what they did show us with all the people in the kitchen, the officers in the kitchen, Now I'm over here like, how the officers led her to the kitchen. I'm trying to replace the officers with the friends. So that the picture I see is the actual friends, but they showed y'all the officers and then the dead body, the like them over body. So yeah, I could be hallucinating trying to listen to this. I see a whole different picture. So my picture would be more them of when they was in the kitchen, and then they got a background picture, a video that's in the kitchen, but it's the elevator. So that's how it is when I see this picture. Instead of the officers, it's the people, like the people that's not in the officer suit. You know, like this is before the crime scene. Now the officers had to step in. This would be like the people that worked there, or the cooks, or the people that came to the party with her. Like this is not anything outside of an officer suit. Now the funny information also is that they said people was dressed in like a certain way, whether they was filming the characters, like everybody wearing white tops and blue jeans, or something like that, or they business suits or some shit like that. Like, but now as general as you want to make it, like people have different events at this hotel. That's already been 4 different parties at this hotel. We heard of 3, but I'm getting this inclination. It's just different shit going on. Like Ice Spice said, it's just business. It's so crowded everywhere, everything, for some strange reason. So now we don't have the footage that we need. So what we talking about? The bigger mockery is, once again, she walked into the freezer, or she's in the freezer, but we can't figure out y'all got footage of every fucking thing except you don't have to tell us what happened. We can watch what happened if you let us. That's the bigger mockery. Fuck what you saying. And you got cameras there and we can't, man, that's the mockery. Y'all didn't even have to tell us nothing. Why won't y'all let us see? That's the biggest mockery. And then the second biggest mockery to me is very disgusting, that they filming rape and sexualizing. And then they filming behind, like if that the one in the room where that boy was filming, it's like I don't know none of the men names, none of the boys' names, but the girl she was hanging around that damn near blew up. All them names are damn near kind of came out. But it was the masculine had a video out, and it was like filming her from behind. I think she turned around a little bit, but now you like, is he filming her or the party? This whole thing was about her. This go back to, if it was the film and she got paid for it. Going back to the Block film, like they pointed her out. Now that's the role play versus real life. Was she pointed out to die to get the organs taken, get raped and organs taken? Like well, we finna just destroy her, and y'all looking for organs, and we can make money off of that. Her. Something like that, because she want to be on the block. That was the big message. And she know them people, and she out there with them. How the fuck did they get you out there on the film? What you doing out there? Because somebody had died and we went out there. I told y'all a bigger story on the Unveiled. If you want to hear about that, go listen. Talking about how I got locked up because I was finna go out there with the blockbusters too. I got locked up before something can happen out there at this fucking point. Her ass ain't get locked up. They didn't care less about locking motherfuckers up over there. You gotta kill somebody. Even when you kill somebody, they can not lock you up. They can cover that shit up. What get you locked up over there? I'm not trying to figure it out, but that would be the inclination. Jesus. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. Who loved this? I hear y'all. That whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. John 3:16. Somebody love this verse. It makes sense to them. If you follow your higher self, if you follow God, I mean, this is only a feeling. So why aren't you following it? If you follow it, you'll be following. God gave his only one and begotten son. I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I'm fucking tired as fuck. What time it is? stayed up later last night. It is well with my soul. KENNEKA say she good. I mean, you can still keep talking about her figuring out shit to make money. Cause I'm here. If you really follow the trail, it's a long trail, so that's why you're able to talk about it. Just fucking 4 hours, and they cut me off, and now we back. I didn't expect it to be this long. I don't know who the fuck gonna watch it. I don't know how interested it is. So as I've made it this long for that reason. I'm just speaking some truth. I'm going with the flow. Because this is my way to go. Hers was to go with the flow, which she didn't want to, but she did. So just as you want to fight for her, she didn't really want to go, but she did. And I did. Or this would be like, see it through, my girl. See it through. All is well. This is your path. As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, my God. Her realizing God is real. You know, she got to see God before y'all did. At least the character. God is our refuge. With that first verse that came out, that how it hit some people, this what that case was for also, because you can't believe the information that the people, just go back into Back in the Blue. Blue Lives Matter, like the people, you would think they supposed to protect you, your community, or some shit like that. Now you like, what the police had to do with this? I hear somebody like every motherfucking thing. They cover up every fucking thing. Okay, so you trying to figure like, what is a cover up? In this case, definition, a simple one of the cover up, one. Like, so don't be so closed-minded. This is just trying to give you an example of where we can notice certain shit at. One notice is from the freezer to the table. FT featuring TF. The fuck? Oh, if I'm gonna come in and see you, is it you worry about the condition I see you in? Let me fix you up a little bit so your people can see you. No, let me see them laid out in the freezer and shit. Oh God, what happened? You know, maybe you thought that somebody will faint if they see you like that. They played a hell of a motherfucking movie and role if this is all play. That everybody was in on it. That's what the story I want to tell. But if it's so much as their film and they just use those people to be in the film because it's a such thing as murder mysteries. So you thinking it's the whole movie, yeah, without you, you still gotta die. That would be telling. So if she really did. But my bigger picture is the character. I still don't have death on the board. So if someone questioning her death, this would be the videos we doing on here. Like, is this all a hoax? The one they told you about it that was filming under this umbrella? For it is by grace you have been saved through faith. Walk by faith and not by sight. We said that, you know, trying to figure out where to go in this life. Now, okay, we think it's as much as a game as it is. You just don't know, thinking so much of what type of game it is, how to play the game, man. What game at that time at this fucking point. It's different games and you playing them. It's not just one game. So now in her position, she playing the game and going against the grain, her grain, and going with other people's shit. I'm over here like she had to be convinced to go to this party. Not really. They ain't had to convince me. You know what I'm saying? I can hear her like taking accountability now. Like the convincing would be like, damn, I ain't really think y'all want to go to that party, but thank God I dressed for the occasion. So once again, a bigger picture could be right here pointed out like, did KENNEKA want to go to the party, to the hotel party? In some type of way, yes. That's just admitting that shit. Did she expect to die? Now you mad that she got dead how she did and died how she died. Understand that she was going towards that the whole time. That's how it ended. Thrive. That's what she was thriving for. Are you the type to go to a hotel party? Have you ever been to a hotel party? Yeah, but it wasn't like that. Like, okay, so are you going to be aware of going to hotel parties? I'm going to make sure if I do go to a hotel party, I'll make sure that I know them. Some people, like, matter of fact, anytime there's a hotel and a party involved, I'd rather not go. But it's gonna be pizza and it's in the daytime and it's a little girl. It's mine, you know me from next door. I just don't want it at my house. So we're gonna, destroy the hotel and pay the fee. And I don't want them to know where I live, so let's go to the hotel, let's party. Now I passed this be a lot of stupid shit that happened in the hotel. They got bed, but you're not gonna sleep there. You can go back home. Out. Spirituality. It's creepy Carlos at the hotel. Distraction. So the whole film was a distraction. Like the creator of this film, y'all didn't catch on. Like birds flew over y'all head in this shit. It's like y'all took the wrong shit and ran with it. It's a little girl who got drugged and placed in the freezer. That was the whole inclination. And then now let's go to from there it's fake. It's a film they were filming. They made it a movie. So then we go to being exalted, excited, some type of feeling like I said excited. I meant really like ignited. Your feelings got distracted, erupted. That breaking news: little black girl found in the freezer at a hotel establishment, like a big place. It wasn't about the freezer or the little girl walking or being in the. Cause now they threw a curveball. She ain't got no fucking insides. What? Big picture. Damn, so this what I thought. She got all drunk and high and drugged up and walked into the freezer. Well, I didn't believe that. But now it was the case that she did in the freezer and somebody put her in they had one. They took her insides out before they did finish the process because they needed that. So is this what this for? Cleaning people out. I'm over here with the agreeance. I feel like the devil's advocate. I mean, if it's fresh meat, I'm getting this fresh deer. I don't know if they came to the party and you had that. Like you taking the weight off the mafia team, like off the bigger boys. If they got killers, if they got shooters and shit. Pisces. So once again, the big boy don't have to touch it. The small people do the bigger jobs and shit. Gemini, the lovers. D, divine partnership. The devil, shit, intuition. She wasn't listening to her higher self, so I don't know how she was gonna have the divine guidance into some shit she loved. But then the fight is for justice because she died. Or because they killed her. Which one at this point? Kind of sad. But we're going to move on from here, y'all. I'm so motherfucking tired. I can't even keep finishing this out as long as it can go. That's why it's like, if it's some more to do, and this read just took this long, am I going to do another read? This will be my part too. How much would I talk about this to try to make off her name? Shit, this how the universe made me do a part two. Like, what is y'all watching part two for? And it's only this long. It's only to finish up part one. So the calculation of the videos, like more of the information is over there. If you still interested, you can listen to this rest, and then it's still more information. You can go do it as a fucking investigator. But the bigger picture is she was distracted in her mind. How the fuck did they get her to the fucking party? How they got her to drive to the party? She wasn't driving. Somebody else was driving her mama car. If that's the case, how the deception? How the fuck you get somebody the keys to your mama car? That ain't even your car. When you get your car, then you let people drive it. Not even in because they ain't even on the insurance. But my car, hell no, you supposed to be driving, not somebody else. So that would be even more of a red flag if somebody else was driving the car. Somebody. But the bigger picture is okay, she was driving. She actually drove the why drive the bitch? Take your ass home. You probably was feeling weary with flashes going to the hotel. This remind me of when people be like, I ain't going to the club because shit can happen at the club. You can get shot up at the club. You can die at the club. I ain't going. It'd be too packed. You can do that at the hotel too. But like, I mean, they do it in silent. They ain't shooting guns and shit. But Gemini lovers energy would be like, I did say she couldn't set a date with her lover. She out there with the girls trying to go to the movies and a hotel party. Dressed like that. It be cold in the hotel and the movies. Freezer. It's cold out here, man. They didn't love her. They made love. This would be raping her. They weren't making love to her. They really gave her the D. They destroyed that shit. This is very toxic. That's what they would call Gemini. At one point, I heard like, "Don't date a Gemini." Also, Gemini's the don't love that she didn't love them. She didn't want to be there. She didn't love being there, especially when she was there. If she had eerie feelings before she went, she had even more eerie feelings as she was there. Even when she was dying, she was like, "Why am I here?" Think of all the other things she could have been doing. I shouldn't have came. And I, as sleepy as I am, tired as I am, doing this. As soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna get some more energy. My shit drained. She was drained. This take me back to like y'all want to say they drowned her at the pool. She was already drowned in milky mercury water. Yeah. Her brain was already gone. That's how they got her to the pool. I'm like, they dragged her around the whole fucking hotel. If this is real versus her walking, W, they dragged her. D. Or got a cart and rolled her ass. That's how her pants is down. They even put her pants back up and never get them all the way back up. Because from taking them off and getting them where they could and still dragging it to what you like, you'll think they drag her the other way with the force to pull the pants to drag them up. Because some people got to jump in their jeans to get in. She would look like that type. So they definitely ain't getting it up without her. It's like, but the epitome of her being drowned in the pool, that was to make sure. Like, what, did that kill her? Because the drugs wasn't heavy enough to kill her. It was just to isolate her or dilate her or something like that. Where the drowning, where the waters, I really want to say that, but it's getting drowning energy. That would help solidify your song. Because once again, you like in the freezer, like was it on when she was supposed to freeze to death or something since she was gonna be weak or something? Like what the fuck does the freezer have to do with it? Just to put her some fucking well. Cause she wanna be in the hallway like she was left. Or at the pool site, like they tried to, they had to do a little watery manual cleanup. That's the easiest cleanup because I think they talked about draining the pool. Now you can put her in the bath in the shower, but now that shit gonna get blood on that. Like it's blood stains, and if you take a UV light across Point being, you'll take a UV light across your bathroom in the room and with them personal shits, even in them personal bathrooms in the hallways before you take a UV light across the fucking pool. I mean, they be doing it at the pool too. It'd be a lot of disgusting energy at the pool too, whether it's killing, drowning, covering shit up, washing shit off, or people having sex by the pool, and then like, how does that happen? You know what? That's a bigger story, having sex by that damn pool. But y'all have to figure that out because y'all don't have videotape of that. And they try to convince, the bigger story, the hint was they try to convince some people it wasn't a pool. But having sex by the pool, that shit crazy. In that circumstance, some people probably wish they had sex on the beach. But this one, they by the water, child, with dead fish. You know what? I'm finna go. I love y'all so much. I can't wait to see y'all next time. And I'm so glad this reading is over. It feel like I done checked a lot of these shits off the list. I never knew about this, and then coming into it and then finally doing it. Like, was I ever gonna do this reading? So now I ain't gotta worry about if I'm gonna do it or not. I just got it done. That shit just came through. And I'm so glad this is over because everybody like, what happened to the situation? It's more of a mockery. Whether you want to believe it was all a film, it was all a dream, or the bigger picture of they filming this crazy shit. So real world where you step into at this point, where the fuck is y'all going? So I love y'all. I'm done. I don't even have no more downloads. That's a D also. Like they told y'all this. It's very disturbing. So right, they told y'all something where they gave y'all a picture and made y'all believe one thing. Distraction. Definitely D. That's double D. Shit, I double dare you to put this as a title. She walked into the field. I still like, as bad as I want to go Google what's the headline for KENNEKA Jenkins, I think some of y'all should. So, will I lay up in the bed and go Google the title one day? Probably. Will I be more inclined to press screen record and do a small little video on like, I told y'all, check out some of these article titles. This one say she was found in the freezer. This one says she walked into the freezer. This one says she was put in the freezer. You know. So now, so that is the headlines. I mean, are you asking how important the initial headlines as they come out be? How important are they really? I'm so confused on which cards to put in which parts. These bitches on point. These cards so go together and look good. I love it, y'all. Yeah, it's a little confusion, but rather this confusion and see the beautiful in like chaos, or just use regular shit. Nah, just you learning, having fun while learning. That's something about as these cases come through. What are you learning from this? Are you just learning that what you're supposed to find justice and protest because you get mixed information? I see a bigger picture than that. Yeah. What would that be? Watch how you move out of shit. Think people got your motherfucking back? Be looking crazy. What back you thought people had? Your front and your back. Your neck and your back. Yeah, why I can't put these goddamn cards out? I just took the box on. This be that aggravating shit, son. It's sad. This is so sad. I'm so tired. This is ridiculous. It's like, what the fuck? I take you out, but I can't put you back in. That's an ongoing message. Motherfuckers going out to parties and making it back in. Going different places. Ain't making it back. Stay safe out there. I love y'all. I put these bitches back in the morning. I ain't finna fight with them. I ain't got no clear head to swivel these motherfuckers into places for like, where did these cards come from? Tic-tacs, I usually can put them in space, but not right now. I can't even start with the bottom card. How the fuck these going here? Well, I'm still gonna try. I'm motivated. Tic-tac-toe. Fit in where you get in. What go well? I ain't that tired or lazy. I think I got it. Yep. Mission accomplished. Love you, babies. I'll see you next time. Oh shit, I got one pen put up. Easy peasy. Beautiful. Lovely. See y'all later. See you next time here on the 305 Goddess channel. Later, babies.